Okay, I'm gonna do my recap for Friday. It is Sunday. Yeah, I lost a little bit of money at the end. It was not a bad losing day. Then I came in around 2 p.m. or so. Lost some money. So, yeah, I decided I wanted to give myself a couple of days. And yeah, I didn't feel like doing the recap yesterday on Friday. On Saturday, I was out pretty much. So yeah, I'll just do the recap today. I lost 1,100 bucks. Oops, it doesn't say here. But I did lose 1,100 bucks basically. It's a shame, man. I just lost $420, and then I came back um, at 1 p.m. I think after the gym. Did I go to the gym on Friday? Yeah, I did go. So I came after the gym and whatever, and I was in that mindset of I knew I was I know I didn't have to trade. I didn't know I didn't want to trade, but I knew I was gonna trade regardless. And stupid on my behalf that I didn't stop myself from doing it. Very responsible. Yeah, and I gave up like 700 bucks back more in GameStop. Sloppy day. I didn't really do anything well. I wasn't in the green at any point of the day. I was trying to play catch up. I really was too. I'm not even gonna say careless. I was just not concentrated, and I was taking stupid trades from the get go. Not good. I mean, let's get into the trade. So, first trade of the day was plug. I went short plug at 35.41. Why did I go short here? I saw this pop, and the level two at that point for me didn't seem very strong. I was expecting to see this little 1 minute opening, this 1 minute like not breakout, but this 1 minute gap, and then I wanted to see a breakdown. That didn't happen, obviously, and I don't know why I went short. Actually, I went short twice, which is very, very, very stupid. The level two seemed weak, but it didn't really seem. I mean, whatever. I mean, there wasn't real proof. It wasn't like it was gapping down. There weren't like shooting stars over here, which I did take this trade. And not only that, like here is S4, which is gonna be a really, really big level of support. So just very, very bad, man. I went short 35.41. So right around here, covered 35.64, and then I went in at 35.18, and then I got stopped out at 35.66. So at this point, I was down. That's 230 and 230 and 380. So I was down like 600 bucks, 610 bucks. Very, very stupid, honestly. Even more, maybe like 400, 500 bucks. Very, very dumb. No excuses. I mean, I was just like a little bit like careless, whatnot. Yeah, not good, not good. Yeah, because I saw like I wanted to see the resistance here and then the gap down, so that's why I guess I went short around here at the low of this candle. But why is it wrong? It's VWAP. It's a 9 EMA. The breakdown happened and it got rejected and then it spiked up. So yeah, and then I went long FSR, which was bad risk management in this case, and bad trade all in all. Why was it a bad trade? Well, FSR was above R5, and look, it already came down pretty much. It gapped up pre-market and then it came down. So I had no business getting into FSR. I mean, it could have been a good setup, but I didn't really like it. And yeah, it's yeah. So what happened? It gapped down, it held around R5, but it would have been better if it held around R4 and then it spiked back up or it came back up. No, this is R5, it's overextended. My playbook trade is above R5, go short, cover at R5, and if you can at R4, if it has enough weakness. So I went long 2166 right over here after seeing a little bit of support. I was seeing maybe a quick breakout. So 2166 I went long and got stopped out. Got immediately rejected. I should have been quicker to exit. I should have gotten out right here, but it happened I guess a little bit quickly, and I got it at 2120. So right around here. Yeah, I should have put my stop tighter. I should have yeah, I shouldn't have let. Hey, what happened? What the hell? So it said it's downloading information, trade station, and now I'm losing all my entries and exits. What the? Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I lost there. I could have gone short, but yeah, I don't know why I really didn't go short. That would have been a good short, and it still would have been a playbook trade. So, but I didn't. So what can I say? And then I went short. I guess I did. I did go short plug again, right? So I went short plug. This was a better trade. Went short plug at 35.90. So right around here. This was a good trade. I mean, the market was so choppy too again yesterday. Like the moves not clean at all. So I'm gonna have to make that adjustment. Right, I'm gonna really have to adjust the way that I'm trading. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of like January. You know, where November, December there was a lot of momentum, and then January like really slowed down, and you started to see like these choppy moves. So I'm gonna have to switch the way that I'm trading. I'm gonna have to be tighter with my stop losses, tighter with my profit taking, and so yeah, I went short 35.90, covered really quickly 35.40. I wanted to cover. I wanted to cover right over here at 35, but with the spread and so on, I didn't get the chance to cover, so I covered at 35.40. 500 bucks there, real quick and easy. I mean, yeah, 48-second trade, and then I went short SPCE. Again, kind of with the same pattern. I went short SPCE, 1,600 shares at 31.54. It did seem good. I wanted to get in a little bit earlier, but I got in around here, and then my target was 30.66. I didn't have I don't know why I didn't put it. I didn't put the limit order there. So what did I do? I covered at 30.98. So yeah, I did cover 900 shares right here at 30.98. So that was good. That was good. I did see the breakdown. L4 was the target. S4, sorry, and yeah. Then I covered some more SPCE at 31.08, and then I did cover the rest at 31.25. So around here. That was a good trade. I cannot complain about that trade. In the meantime, then I think I went short again, plug, and I lost a little bit of money. Why did I go short there? I was sloppy today. Yesterday, I was really sloppy. So then I went short plug, 943. So that's here. Yeah, there's no reason why I should have gone short here, honestly. There's no good reason. Maybe because I wanted to see the 90. I mean, yeah, no good reason. This is a subpar, an absolutely subpar trade. Got stopped out 35.67. So I guess right here, another 300 bucks loss. Then I went long TRLY because I think things were gaining momentum. So I went long. Not a great trade either. I went long at 25.60 at 9.50. So right over here, I went long. And I wanted to cover around here, which I didn't. I covered 200 at 25.76. I mean, almost there, but should have put the limit order right there to hit the target. Well, the trade here was a daily open breakout. Every stock was really choppy, so there wasn't much room for opportunity. So yeah, covered, small trade, not much. Then I went short, SPCE again. I went short at what time? I went short at 9.55. So right around here, I could have covered. I didn't. I wanted to see more momentum. I could have covered. I didn't. I covered at the end, 10.06. So right around here at 31.72. So where did I enter then? Okay, so I entered here. So I got it at a bad price in 9.55. So right here, not even up here or anything. Yeah, stupid trade too, man. Looking for a daily open resistance. Not the best trade. I mean, okay, there was a shooting star and stuff, so maybe, lower high at that point over here, and it made sense maybe for a rebound, but could have given a little bit more time. Then I went short. I covered. I'm not gonna even get into these trades because they're really stupid. I went short then 10.12 SPC again 10.12. So right around here, covered 35.70. So lost another 200 bucks. And then this is the trade of the day, man. UPST, mismanaged trade of the day. This is a perfect playbook setup. And there's a problem. Like that's why it's so important to really be responsible and keep your focus. I wasn't focused on Friday because this was a playbook setup, but I exited super early because I was down. So I wanted to get my profits real quickly, reduce the losing day, and yeah, this was a perfect playbook setup. Comes down from L2 all the way to R3, and big volumes around, big volume bars here, and this is an indication like if it holds R3, if it doesn't break it, it's gonna be a big rebound, or at least it's gonna get to R2, maybe R1, um, whatever the case may be. So that was the setup. I went short 200 shares, small size because it's a big mover, and I was already down for the day. Short at 126. So that time is 10:15. So right in this candle, right at the my stop was gonna be here up the high of the day. So I went short 200 shares, and what did I do? I went in only a point and change, And if I would have been patient, I should have just parceled a little bit, whatever. That would have been a $2,800 trade in the whole capacity in the whole move. Probably would have been less, a few $100, but playbook trade, and I messed it up, and I don't want to give the excuse of like, oh, I was down and so on, but it does affect you mentally, and this is not the highest quality setup. It is a good quality setup, but it's not the highest quality setup. Why? Because it is a rever- it is in my playbook, but it is a reversal. The stock is coming up. Yesterday it had tremendous momentum, so you never know. You never know. And I wanted to take profits quickly and so on, and also I wanted to. It wasn't this candle right over here, right at 10:16. So I wanted to cover down here. I got a bad fill, I guess, and got 124.62. Well, it's not a bad fill. I mean, it is what it is. It was just a point more. So yeah, whatever. And then I traded plug a little bit more, not much. Then I traded TLRY, and that was a mistake too. I traded TLRY for a daily open or a previous day close trade, right? So I went short TLRY at 9:32, 25:45, 10:32. So here, okay, so I went short for a daily open breakdown and a previous day close breakdown, but this held, and I mismanaged my money. I mismanaged the stop. My stop should have been break even. I was up $500 in this trade, didn't take it. Got stopped top at 25.67, gave away like $500 basically. Another stupid trade, or $400. Really stupid. Yeah, not good. Then I did go short Riot. I was just all over the place, man. Honestly, I gave. Did I go short? Okay, so I went long plug. So I'm increasing my size. I'm getting a little bit more anxious. Not good, man. I went long plug 1040. So right here at the breakout, and I got I exited really quickly. $200 there. Nothing to be said. Previous day close breakout, and then I traded Riot. Not much to see there. Yeah, it was just so choppy everything. I just should have stopped trading much sooner, honestly. I went short 63. What time is it? That is 10:48. So right around here. Yeah. Because I saw this like big volume gap up here. It was around R3. Yeah, and then I just covered a little bit and yeah, let the rest, nothing much. And then I was done. So that was done. I was down $420. I was done at 10:52. I was done. And then I had the brilliant idea of coming back from the gym and trading this. Why I wanted to trade and I wanted to lose money, I guess. So I traded around here. I made a bunch of mistakes, lost $700, and got myself down to 1100, which is frustrating. I mean, still, let's see. It wasn't a bad week. It wasn't a bad week at all. I mean, let's see. So I'm up this week $3,800 this week. I mean, profit factor 2, that's fine. But I fucked up. I fucked up, man. I screwed up. What can I say, man? Could have been up 4,800. That's what I was up. I would have lost. I would have been up 4,400. I mean, $700 up or down. It's not the biggest deal, but it's more the mindset issue. Friday I lost money, kind of like the same as last Friday, where I came and I gave back a bunch of money on Friday. So I had the same issue today. It's the day that I traded the most. What is the day that I traded the most? The day that I lost the most too. This week is the same. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's a recap. I just have to be more focused. I have to be more present, and I'm gonna have to adjust like trades and stuff because the market is so choppy that yeah, I have to be very careful, and I'm gonna take my wins and my losses quicker now because there's just no momentum in the there's no I mean we did have OCG and so on, but even those were choppy, man. OCG super choppy. Um, yeah, super choppy. You see this playbook setup gets to R3 and then rejects pretty heavily. What else did we have? I mean that's literally it. We didn't have much, man. Yeah, Riot and MRA are not giving the same moves. They're very choppy. It reminds me again of Neo and all these other stocks back in November. You know, where they're in January, sorry, where the choppiness really started to play out, and I started like getting stopped out many times. So we'll see what stocks to trade next week. We'll see how it all plays out. Hopefully there is momentum. Hopefully there are setups and yeah, but I'm gonna have to definitely adjust the way that I'm trading and yeah, just remain focused, remain calm. I'm gonna go to Mexico next week, at the end of the week, so I want to go on a good note. It's been my best month so far. I'm up almost $13,000. So let's just keep it that way. You know, let's just small losing days. Um, Small losing days. Staying focused. Staying focused is the number one. And staying focused. Being in the mindset, staying focused. So that's what I'm gonna look to do. Not give in to FOMO. Not give in to not playbook trades. Not to give into better quality trades, and just again like be focused. Because yesterday I just started trading right at the get go. You know, with plug. You know, I was down like $700 in the first 3 minutes when there was no reason for that. You know, there's no excuse on what I did. You know, in my performance, and then coming back and losing an extra $700. It's not ideal. You know, it was a small losing day. $400 is very acceptable, and now it's again higher. You know, now I lost another again $1,100. Yeah, so I'm gonna come back, study what I did, study my mindset, meditate, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I mean, when I say guys, I guess it's more cordial because nobody really watches it. So I had a good weekend. Okay, I cannot complain. So yeah, okay, have a good one.